How many deaths of young, helpless, and innocent children in the United States is acceptable in your eyes? What if countless deaths of children, due to specific causes, could be tapered? Awareness is key. The Center for Disease Control released an article titled Unintentional Drowning, Get the Facts, in April of 2016, which found that nearly 3,536 people per year die of drowning in the United States. This accounts for approximately 10 deaths per day. And 20% of those are under the age of 14 years of age. Massive campaigns are put on annually, both locally and nationally, to make people aware of the risks of accidental drowning and steps that can be taken in order to increase awareness and to specific preventable measures. Hello, my name is Andrew Borkowski, and today I'm going to be discussing with you the National Drowning Prevention Alliance, or NDPA. Per the NDPA website, ndpa.org, the NDPA was established in 2002 and became a nonprofit organization in 2004. Since the inception of this website, 14 annual National Drowning Prevention Symposiums have been put on. Their mission is to prevent drowning, increase awareness through message, educate and provide resources. And their motto is, United, we can prevent tragedy of drowning. So why should you care about numerous children over the years who have died that could have been prevented? One, maybe you have a family member who's been having a hard time with the death of a loved one from drowning. Maybe you have kids of your own, and you just really want to prevent the possibility of them drowning in a pool or in a lake or a river. Maybe you want to have children in the future. So you got to start thinking now about getting educated and coming up with ways to prevent drowning in the near future, primarily of children, not just adults. But children are the hardest to deal with. For those of you without children, you might be asking yourself, why do I care? Well, let me paint a picture for you. You arrive home, you have no kids. You go out for a swim in your pool in your backyard, and you see a 3-year-old lying face down in the pool, who's deceased, who was able to get over the wall from the neighbor's house, but because there were no barriers up for you to prevent them from falling into the pool, they fell in the pool, and they drowned, and they died. And even though you might not be 100% liable, the guilt of that situation is one reason why, even if you don't have kids, you should probably get some information and some education on the prevention of drowning. The fact of the matter is, every accidental drowning of a young, helpless child can be prevented. We all play a role in preventing these young children's lives from ending too soon. So, how do we solve the problem of these young lives being taken too quickly due to preventative drowning? Locally, we can solve by going to classes put on by first responders, whether it be the fire department, private EMS company, or local police department. Everybody puts on classes, primarily right before the summer starts, going into the middle of the summer, and even multiple times a year, just in case, to keep you up to date on preventative measures and to help you in the long run so that all drownings can be prevented. As an individual, you could take CPR classes. Even if you don't have kids, it's always definitely a good idea to have the CPR classes if you do have a pool on site. Make sure your pool is always secure, and always make sure you have devices poolside that can help you with rescuing anybody, whether they be a child or adult, if you don't have a pool. On a national standpoint, spreading the word between your friends or family or even colleagues or at a college campus or through social media can definitely benefit when it comes to prevention. Now imagine a world where children throughout the United States grew up enjoying the water without the fear of tragically ending their lives too quickly. A recent story posted by Joliet Patch News Agency reported on July 30th of this year that a 2-year-old in Illinois had drowned during a family swimming event. At this event, multiple people were there. Multiple children were there. And yet, for some reason, even with preventative measures, this child still drowned and died. I would rather live in a world without the previous mentioned stories than live in a world without children dying because of a lack of preventative education and preventative measures to prevent more drownings at poolside. Another article published by Chrysler PR Newswire in 2012 focuses on the fact that families were getting free pool fences from Lifesavers and the National Drowning Prevention Alliance. NDPA, as well as Life Saving Pool Fence Team, got together, and what they were able to do based on donations and based on a lot of other factors was they were able to actually go out to these places and give people free preventative care on their pools to prevent drowning, whether it be put up fences or add life vests or add hooks to the pool sides, any type of tool that could be used to help prevent of drowning. All of this was done due to proceeds that they've gathered. They also work together in order to educate and prevent the possibility of drowning in the future. So to summarize this, classes education are very important when it comes to barriers and safety devices. Learning CPR, all of these things are crucial to preventing even one young child from dying at the hands of water. You can't assume that someone's going to hand you all the answers. You have to go out and you have to do the research yourself. Take classes, donate to your local or national organization that provides safety devices and barriers to people who may not have the education or preventional needs that are necessary to prevent another life from being taken from us this early. I implore you, I beg you, if you have kids, go out, get education about drowning prevention, to take preventative and safety measures even if you don't have kids. One preventable death of a helpless child is too much, and we all have to make it able to make changes so that this doesn't happen in the future. Get educated and do what's right for your loved ones and the next generation. DPA.